Hello there, and welcome back to War Thunder. Oh well, where should I begin with this fantastic ship, the Freccia P-493? Well, first of all, this is the first reward ship that you can get in the Operation S.U.M.M.E.R 2020. It is an Italian patrol boat of rank 2, battle rating 4.0, and it is absolutely recommended to get your hands on this. Not just because the requirements are relatively low, 5 sailor stars, and to get those sailor stars is not too difficult, but also because it is a full premium which you can use to continue to get stars for the Operation S.U.M.M.E.R, to get then the Maxim Gorky for 10 stars, and also to grind through more or less the entirety of the Italian tech tree. I absolutely love this ship. It is very similar to the Saetta P-494, but instead of the guided rockets that you can get on the Saetta P-494, which sits at battle rating 4.3, with the Freccia P-493 you actually have the choice between two different flavors. The first one being, as I show you here, you have 3 40mm-70 Beretta Bofors Type 107s, which take absolutely no prisoners. Just as reference, on the Saetta 0.3 battle rating higher, you have 2 of them. Or you can choose to also have only 2 of them, but therefore also 2 SI-270 torpedoes. Now, I don't rate the torpedoes too useful in the current meta, and so the 3 40mm it is. Now, they are fantastic thanks to the high rate of fire, the lack of instant overheat. There is basically no reload, you have plenty of ammunition, and you have very good gun handling, 95 degrees per second on the horizontal and vertical. Very good firing arcs, and just they take no prisoners. Now, you have the choice between 2 shell types. The standard 40mm HIET, which is packing 184 grams of TNT equivalent bursting charge with 1,000 meters per second mass velocity, and that is absolutely fantastic. Or you go full pay to win, so to speak, with the 40mm HEPFF, which is proximity fuse high explosive shells. They pack a bit less TNT, 157.2 grams of TNT equivalent, but therefore you have 1,025 meters per second mass velocity, and they're just absolutely terrifying. They just tear apart enemy patrol boats. Also, destroyers get shredded in just a minute or so. And also, together with the radar, the high rate of fire, the fact that you have 3 of them, and the proximity fuse shells, this is a nightmare versus planes. You are only a little bit limited by the fact that at ranges, and if you continuously fire, the spread gets a little bit wild, but aircraft cannot really effectively threaten you if you are vigilant and you just look at that green circle. So this is absolutely fantastic, and I think that this might be also the best grinding machine for the Italian tech tree. So this is kind of the counter to the Sparviero at 3.7, which is an okay-ish ship, but I really prefer the Freccia P-493 because it is for all the situations suited. The battle rating difference makes no difference effectively, and together with the Saetta P-494 and even the Folgore P-490 or the Sparviero, if you have it, makes for one of the best and most efficient patrol boat lineups. The repair costs at the moment also kind of are okay with 4,200, unsurprising, for a complete premium. Now, a little bit of a warning here. I got this for a test drive by Gaijin, so I, in this case, don't get the premium bonus, but if you get it, and also I, in a few days time, you would get the full 1.3 modifier premium bonus times 2 for the civil lines, and also for the RP, believe it or not, The modifier is 1.72 times 3 with a premium account, which is even slightly better than the Ciniere, which is the premium destroyer, which is statistically proven by my review to be an abysmally bad premium destroyer. So with the Freccia, you can easily completely grind rank 1, rank 2, and also the rank 3 destroyers. Hell, it's even fun to grind the cruisers even with the RP penalty. I don't really care. It just goes in, it's fast enough, and the only downside is that in the future you will fight your own kin, so to speak. So you die quickly because you have no armor. Another slight downside is that the 40mm, both available belts have no armor piercing capabilities. But that doesn't really matter too much in most situations, and versus patrol boats and planes this might be even an advantage. So as you can see, this is just shredding non-stop. I have really no mercy with the enemies. Even if there are the overpowered American destroyers with their really good 5-inch guns, the barrage of 28mm or 40mm, or hell, even their anti-fragmentation armor, it doesn't matter. You apply so much damage so quickly. If you can survive the initial stages of the battle and position yourself, you're just in a marvelous spot to take on the enemies. Just look at how I shredded this Project 35. He had no chance. If you use cover, if you use the surrounding, then you can actually make it work. But finally I got beaten by another Project 35 that was smart enough to even shoot through the smoke, and I didn't see or hear him approaching the island. A battle later, I had this where then we can at the end look at the rewards. So I absolutely love this ship. Again, it has no armor, so it is pretty fragile, but if you are quick on your trigger, then you can obviously burst down enemies before they even can get a shot off. There are not that many ships that can actually withstand it. The only exception would be the Soviet river patrol boats with their armored citadel, where you just literally can't do anything against them. But I haven't seen a single one of them, probably because I was uptiered all the time, but it doesn't really matter. So this is an absolutely awesome grinding machine. You can also fulfill the required tasks for the next stars while you're also grinding the Italian tech tree if you have not invested in it yet via premium, which I hope you didn't, because both premiums are not so great. So this might be the perfect reward. It's not that difficult to come by, it has an actual premium grinding value, and you also can fulfill the remaining tasks for the Operation S.U.M.M.E.R. What not to love about this? Well, I don't know. You tell me. I'm absolutely hyped about this thing. I cannot wait to play it even some more, and while I think that the first premium tank is okayish, I guess, and also the German premium plane, the Arado 196, is very unique and desirable. It is really this one that has an actual value in War Thunder. So after having repeated myself, how do you counter this thing? Well, to be honest, if you are a destroyer, focus on this thing, because this will shred your own patrol boats, and you know, it is the patrol boat battle that wins the game via capping. If you're a plane, don't approach it, because it will shred you. And if you are an enemy patrol boat, your only chance is to go bow in, because it has no armor piercing, but this will just keep you alive for a few seconds more. If you are an armored patrol boat, river patrol boat, focus those things down. It's really powerful. But on the other hand, it is also fragile because it has no armor, and if you go bow in, you are you're only having a third of your firepower, which is still good, But at the moment I think that the damage models are really busted because I only hit here the torpedo on the PT-314 and that blew it up. But it is really fun. It is frantic, furious, Doomslayer style, demon slaying. I don't know, it is absolutely fantastic. Again, I highly recommend this. If you wanna get a little bit into the Italian tech tree, that's the ship to go for. If you wanna get your hands on a high performance patrol boat, this is it. If you really wanna make some civil lines and also some RP in general, then this is your chance to grind with it. I cannot find anything bad about this, except the one thing, and this is now complaining on a high level. The Saeta P-494 is supposed to be the tech tree equivalent, which sits 0.3 higher and has the guided missiles, whereas here, as I said, you have the choice between 2 turrets and torpedoes or 3 turrets and no torpedoes. And again, as I said, I favor the 3 turrets because it's just a direct fight that favors you. So as you can see, I have literally no problem whatsoever shredding my opponents, getting the civil lines, getting the RP, but you know, it's power creeping so many other ships. This is not fair. And if you get up tiered, sometimes you get shredded by enemy destroyers that directly shoot into your spawn, and there is not much that you can do except dying. So now let's have a quick look at the post-battle results, and then let's put this thing into perspective. So as we can see, for the 8 kills and the 1 zone capture together with some kill assists, I got 57,000 civil lines, with 20,000 being due to epic awards. But this does not really reflect the actual income, which would be around about 100,000 civil lines, because as I said, this is a test drive ship, so I don't get the premium modifier of 2.0. So that's it from me today. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening. This ship is absolutely to be recommended. If you liked this video, if you found it helpful, please give it a like, share it with your friends and clanmates, and we'll see each other on the battlefields, in the skies, and on the waves of War Thunder.